Hello and welcome to Boardgame TV, and we're playing Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition, and we are on Scenario 17, Murder on the Stargazer Majestic. A brutal murder begins, an ancient ritual aboard the Stargazer Majestic with an unnatural storm brewing around the luxury dirigible. You must discover the murderer before the fabric of reality unravels. It is the first expansion or scenario from the Horrific Journeys expansion. It's 3-star and an hour and a half to 2.5 hours. And so we're going to select our investigators. And we have Diana Stanley, Finn Edwards, let's see, I chose William York. Okay. The Mist of Riley. Spell.
The fine clothes will be in there.
Who's got the best lore?
3.
I have 3.
I have 5.
Well, then Mr. Riley it is for you.
Mr. Riley. Mr. Riley. You can take the least amount of horror. 7. I have 6.
Sturdy luggage. Okay, so that's fine clothes. Okay, and the mist spray. Okay, I think that's all.
What's your agility?
Me?
Yeah.
3.
I have 3 as well.
Mine is 4.
Okay. Everybody begins with 1 clue.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see, find clothes. Okay. Alright, my influence is 3.
Mine is 3.
I've got 4.
Okay, so let's have it between you and me on the influence. I guess I'll take the influence.
I've got 2 weapons and a holy water.
Okay. My strength is 4.
My strength is 3.
So is mine.
Okay, I'll take the sturdy luggage. And I guess one of you will take the holy water and the machete. Whoever has the better agility should take the machete because that's a bladed weapon.
Mine is 4.
Mine's 3.
Alright, and then we'll give you the holy water.
It's my ritual machete.
Yeah.
For my clothes.
Okay, so I am William York. Whenever a monster is defeated, I gain 1 clue. I got the fine clothes, roll 1 additional die while resolving an influence test, and the sturdy luggage. It's just a heavy weapon that does 2 damage. CJ?
I got Diana Stanley, the reformed cultist. If you were to suffer 2 or more horror, suffer 1 for your horror instead. I have the Mist of Riley spell. If you would resolve an evade check, you might discard it instead. And I have the machete, bladed weapon.
Finn Edwards, the bootlegger. Once around, I can move a space before or after performing a search action. And I have the holy water, which I can use an action to discard a horror and become focused, and then discard the card.
Hey, maybe that holy water has moonshine in it.
Probably not.
Holy moonshine. Me and Jeffrey had a discussion how I'm going to set fire to it.
You're traveling aboard the dirigible airship Stargazer Majestic on a transatlantic voyage to Arkham. While playing cards on the bridge with your old friend, Captain Pike, a cry of alarm sounds from the gondola below. Insisting that you remain, the captain darts away to investigate. Outside, dark clouds gather, and light rain begins to pelt the hull. Unnatural black lightning bolts crack in the distance, and you can't help but feel a dark presence looming in the storm. When Captain Pike returns, the color is drained from his face. He explains that a passenger has been murdered in an occult ceremony. The captain pleads for your help with the investigation of both the murder and the ritual. Whatever dark force is at work, it must be stopped.
Uh-oh, I'm a reformed cultist. I gotta get out of here. And he started accusing me.
Alright, as you descend from the bridge, you notice that breakfast has recently been served and people are going about their daily routine. Despite the morning's sinister affair, place the viewing room 1, viewing room 2, and viewing room 3 tiles as indicated. Looks like one's going to be a big square and the other two are going to be smaller.
Okay.
Rectangle, rectangle
Hey,
ones.
wait a minute. It's
Viewing
the,
room one.
Okay.
we've seen the viewing rooms before. On our first one.
Viewing room 3, was it?
Yeah.
And viewing room 2 should be square.
Let's see here. It's gonna go like this. And like that. Wow.
Doing it in that one.
Standing on the observation deck, you take in the large large windows of the room. Place your investigator figures as indicated. Actually, it's this one. You pull out a worn notepad that has served you well over the years. Any important information regarding suspects and gathered evidence will be recorded here. Captain Pike has provided you with a brief description of the passengers and crew members along with their cabin numbers or role aboard the ship. An investigator gains the incriminating evidence unique item. We'll let you do it since you have the two items.
I only have one.
Yeah, that'll make it
Okay.
two.
Uh-huh.
Any investigator may review the collected evidence by interacting with it in the app. The captain mentioned that the body of the victim, William Rushford, was found by another passenger, Fred Cooper, in the storage hold. While he was hesitant to do so, he reminded you that nobody aboard should ever escape suspicion, not even members of his crew. To ensure that the suspect cannot take control of the airship, you encourage Captain Pike to lock himself on the bridge. When you are ready to make an accusation, he has asked that you contact him using the ship intercom located on the observation deck.
You got these things moved in an odd way.
Oh, it should be like this.
Yeah, you'd have to either turn that or move these to the top and
Yeah,
bottom.
okay. It should be like that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. You locate it quickly, but note that several wires have been pulled out, perhaps indicating some form of sabotage. Place an interact token as indicated.
You probably gotta fix that.
The storm is much more noticeable through the observation windows that surround the room. The hairs on the back of your neck stand up, and the sensation puts you on edge. Place a sight token as indicated. A clipboard with a stack of papers has been left on the table. Place a search token as indicated. Near the port side windows, a young stewardess is scrubbing away at the floor, dried tears streaking her face. Place a person token as indicated. This is Ethel Gibbs, a crew member aboard the Stargazer Majestic. A very well-dressed man is gazing out the front observation deck window, occasionally drawing on a cigar. Place a person token as indicated. This is Arthur Holloway III, a first-class passenger. A breakfast table stands off to one side of the room. Place a search token as indicated. A door leads to a hallway. Place the Explore token as indicated. A door provides crew members with direct access between the crew office and the observation deck. Place an Explore token as indicated. Investigate the murder, gather evidence, and contact the captain to make an accusation.
I shall move I guess this one's me.
Yeah.
Okay. And now what was this?
That was
Breakfast table.
a breakfast table.
And this one.
That was-
Papers.
Okay. I get a free move either before or after doing a search. So I'll move here and search.
Picking up the clipboard, you notice that the papers are all complaints filed by former passengers. The captain must have left this here in haste. Each of the pages detail items that disappeared from cabins during previous trips. They go on to list the missing items, several very valuable, and the approximate time frame they went missing. As you return the clipboard to the table, a glint from the floor catches your eye. Gain the riot whistle common item, then discard this search token. The incriminating evidence has been updated.
Okay. I was going to say, now, am I able to do anything with the incriminating evidence, or is it just to keep our
Now, let's see.
stuff together?
Gather evidence, suspects.
Okay, so there's nothing for me to interact with yet. It's just
Looks
keeping...
like we'll have Arthur Holloway, Dot Fisher, Ethel Gibbs, Fred Cooper, Officer Butler, Dr. Rose Barnett.
Okay.
Yeah, no information on the suspects at this time.
Okay. So that just keeps track of our information.
Right.
Okay, and then I still...
This is like the one where we guessed right, but it kind of screwed us over.
Yeah.
It was the other lady instead, you know.
Well, that one we... well, the first one we did like this, we actually beat. I still got another action, so... I can't really interact with anything, but I will move here, look out the window.
Alright. Looking closer at the gathering clouds, you are overwhelmed with impending dread. As if sensing your unease, the storm ignites another dark lightning bolt just ahead of the ship, and a gust of wind rocks the dirigible, forcing you to steady yourself. Something sinister is at work, and you cannot shake the feeling that if you do not stop it, everything will be lost. Suffer one face-down horror, then discard the sight token.
And I will use the other movement point to get into here with her.
Okay.
Okay, that's it for me.
CJ?
Okay. Didn't it say how wires have been pulled out of the inlet?
That's what it looks like. That's what it said.
I guess I'll start exploring.
Okay.
I'll leave you two to the up to the main hub.
Alright, this section of the hallway leads to the first class passenger cabins and several crew only rooms. Discard this explore token and place the entry hall tile as indicated. First class cabins are located along the starboard side. Place explore tokens as indicated.
Entry hall.
A couple of doors are marked crew only, but you will have access to them during your investigation. Place explore tokens as indicated. The hall extends farther into the dirigible. Captain Pike mentioned that the murder took place in a room down the hall. Place a sight token as indicated. There appears to be some kind of markings on the floor. Place a search token as indicated. You may move one space into the explored area.
No, I will. And then I guess I'll explore the door on my right here.
Okay. This reads Cabin 1. This is the cabin of Arthur Holloway III.
Could I do the talk while he's not in there?
Yeah. This is the cabin of Arthur Holloway III. The lavish furnishings are a stark reminder that you have entered a first-class cabin. Discard this explore token and place Cabin 1 tile as indicated. On the dresser, there is a small ornate box covered in arcane symbols. Place a search token, as indicated. You may move one space into the explored area.
I'm just gonna slowly make my way through all the rooms, I guess.
Okay, that's your turn, correct?
Yes.
Alright, so it'll be me. So I guess I will move one and search the breakfast table. The buffet is covered with different breakfast foods, including an array of breakfast meats and eggs. Crumpets and Scotch pancakes are lined along the leftmost edge, and an unusual delicacy, Crimson carp is displayed proudly in the center. As you approach, you notice a dark red stain on one end of the tablecloth. Lifting up the linen, you find a small knife covered in a sticky substance. Lore. Man, my lore is 3.
Maybe it's
Awesome.
for sure.
Well, I got 2 successes, so I'll just go with that.
Okay.
Upon further study, you realize that the substance must be the sauce from the crimson carp. You wipe the blade off a nearby napkin, then confiscate the knife. You doubt it was the weapon used in the murder. Gain the common knife item. Then discard the search token. Okay, and then I'll finish my movement by going to here and talk to him. And that'll be the end of all our turns. A deep thunder reverberates through the gondola. Clouds start to envelop the ship. Their unnatural black color rapidly eclipsing any natural light, plunging everything into shadow. No immediate effect.
That sounds cool.
And you're up, Jeff.
I'll talk to the lady.
Ethel Gibbs is on her hands and knees scrubbing the observation deck floor, dried with tears streaking her face. Is everything okay? Have you been working on the observation deck all morning?
Is everything okay?
Startled, she wipes at her face. Oh, it is nothing. I am fine. When she realizes that you are not going to give up, the tears start anew. That poor man, I overheard the captain talking about the murder. Do you really think it was part of some dark ritual? Are we safe? She starts to say something more, then pauses. You patiently wait for her to continue. Influence check.
3.
She comes to a decision. I really do not want to cast aspersions, but if this was part of some ritual... She takes a deep breath and gestures towards Arthur Holloway III. Last night, when I was delivering a cocktail to that man's cabin, I noticed that he had items with unusual symbols on them. Do you think he could have had something to do with the murder? Gain 1 clue. The incriminating evidence has been updated. And then you can, I think you can ask her
Let's see. Yeah, have you been working on
the observation deck all morning. Wiping her eyes, she looks up at you. Yes, I was here to serve breakfast. We were not very busy. Only 3 people came to get food. The man over there, she points to Arthur Holloway III, the strange bearded fellow in the coach cabin, and Dot Fisher. She introduced herself to me last night.
So you
never left the observation deck. Ethel looks down as she fidgets with her hands. I did leave to take food to Officer Butler. I know I was not supposed to leave my duties, but when he did not show up at the usual time, I figured he was too busy, so I brought his food to the office. Tears well up in her eyes. When I went to the office, he was not there. I do not know where he was, but I'm afraid it makes him look suspicious. Please, I know he did not kill that man. You must think it was not. You must not think it was him. Gain 1 clue.
Okay.
And
that's all for me.
Okay.
Hey, you got 1 clue back.
Okay, so we got some information.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will search the arcane box in Arthur Holloway's room. Hey, it might be a spell.
Alright, as you examine the box, you cannot see any latch or lid. Spinning it in your hand, you notice that the symbols themselves can be moved. Tap to attempt the puzzle using lore. What's your lore?
5.
Okay.
Okay, so move the one on the bottom middle to the left.
Okay.
Left up one.
Wait, what?
That one.
Uh-huh.
Up.
Okay.
Okay. Then the one on the middle right.
Mm-hmm.
That one up.
Okay.
And the one on the middle left. That one up.
Good job.
1 move to spare.
As the last symbol slides into place, you hear a soft click as a slide compartment pops out of the box, revealing its contents. This must be Arthur Holloway's secret stash. Gain the sedative's common item, then discard this search token.
Now that's a powerful item.
Okay.
Okay, and you still got another action.
Now I'll move out into this hallway.
Okay.
You're gonna go here next? Okay.
Alright, I'll talk to Arthur Holloway.
What's with the drugs?
Alright, have you been here all morning? Did you notice anything suspicious this morning? Okay, have you been here all morning? You think I did this? Ha, that is Rich. He turns away from the window to stare at you. Do you know what the problem is with people like you? You stick your nose where it does not belong. He takes a long draw on his cigar, then exhales slowly in your direction. I was in my cabin most of the morning. I only left it to take breakfast and enjoy the view. Thank you for ruining both. I will say you are welcome. Arthur Holloway glares at you, his face turning crimson. You think you are smart, do you? His voice becomes a low growl. I assure you, I am not a man you want as an enemy. As he turns away, you notice a heavy ring emblazoned with an occult emblem on it. Gain 1 clue. Incriminating evidence. I wonder if they'll let me talk to him again.
What do you have?
Did you see something suspicious this morning? Yeah. The most suspicious thing I noticed was the food on my plate trying to pass as edible. He reaches down to wipe away a spot on his otherwise perfectly shine Oxford shoes. The dining experience on board this ship is horrific. I will not be traveling on this vessel again, of that I can assure you. Was anyone with you on the observation deck during breakfast? He lets out a deep sigh. Yes, that disgusting bearded fellow, Fred Cooper, I believe. He came in shortly before the body was discovered. He grabbed his food and took it back to his cabin like the savage that he is. He wrinkles his nose in disgust. Smells terrible, too, as if he was bathing in some foul incense. And of course, the help, he gestures towards Ethel Gibbs. She came in afterward blubbering something about that navigation officer. Completely unprofessional to display affection in public while on duty, if you ask me. I will be submitting a formal complaint to the captain about it, believe you me. Gain 1 clue.
So far, out of these two people, I think yes, sedatives and not playing golf.
Okay, well, that's the end of us. Let's do the Mythos Phase. What was that scratching sound? No immediate effect. Okay. Jeffrey?
Okay. I'm going to move this way and...
Explore.
Yep.
Okay, the crew office is well lit, the smell of cigarette smoke wafting throughout. Place the study tile as indicated and discard all explore tokens leading to it. Well, that's one less room. Yeah, so we don't have to go there.
I wish I had moved up one last turn.
I bet you did. Okay, a young man in an officer's uniform is sitting at a desk covered with charts and other official documents. Place a person token as indicated. This is Officer Butler, the Stargazer Majestic's navigation officer. An overturned sofa cushion catches your eye from across the room. Place a search token as indicated. You may move 1 space into the explored area.
Okay. I shall search.
You turn the cushion over, noticing what appears to be fresh blood stain on it. Upon closer inspection, you realize the blood is thick and congealed, being so dark that it has almost a glittering shine to it. Your murderer must have come through here at some point. Gain the forensic evidence unique item, then discard this search token.
Okay. And then since that was a search action, I get a free move point. So I think I shall move here. And that is all for me.
Okay. You're up, CJ.
Move up 1, and then do the search token.
Okay. The markings are some kind of scuff marks, perhaps made by someone's shoes. You dismiss it as a common wear. As you turn away, you notice a small item amongst the alcoves. Gain the lucky bandana common item, then discard the search token. What is that?
I may, once per round, you make it for all magnifying glasses, pentagrams, while resolving any observation check.
Okay.
And you can also look out the window with the...
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
The hallway leads to several more rooms. Okay, we'll have to move this.
There we are.
put the door there, right?
Yeah.
Alright. A couple of cabin doors stand along the starboard side of the hall. Place explore tokens as indicated.
Rather gonna run out of explore tokens or search.
Yeah, at the far end, the medical office door stands ajar. Place an explore token. And the door to the engine room is locked tight. Place an explore token. On the port side of the hall, you see a door that is slightly open with a soft light coming from within. This was the ship's cargo hold where the victim was discovered earlier this morning. Place an explore token. Okay.
Now would be a good time for that otherworldly compass.
Yeah.
But that seems.
Well, I guess since all the action's that way, 1, 2, 3. I'll stay there.
I was gonna explore the room.
That's fine. I'll stay there. I'll go explore this way or move up.
I'm gonna be
Talking to
interviewing this gentleman.
bloody catcher.
Alright, William York is enthralled by the dark wind swirling around the dirigible. He is suddenly slammed to the deck as the ship flies through a rough patch of air. Suffered 2 face-down damage. Strength negates. Well, I have a strength of 4.
You should have never come here, William.
I'll spend 1 clue, and I will negate that damage.
I shall talk.
You cast talk, mouth movements.
Yes, I am a diplomat, sir.
Okay, you can say, you seem nervous, everything okay? Who has access to this room?
Who has access to this room?
Just the crew. He puts an unlit cigarette to his lips. Well, today it has also been available to you and Dot Fisher, the victim's bodyguard. Captain Pike said to give it to you both access, but I will tell you this storm makes me nervous. I have been here all morning trying to figure out where it came from. Should you be smoking on a hydrogen ship? Are you an officer or a butler?
Should you be smoking on a hydrogen airship?
Actually, this is a helium dirigible. That is a common misconception, though. I can assure you smoking on board the ship is entirely safe. He lights a cigarette hanging from his mouth and shuffles around the papers on the desk as if looking for something. Between Dr. Rose Barnett coming in to take a cigarette break and you and Dot Fisher coming around asking questions, it has been hard to get anything accomplished this morning. Now, if you do not mind, I have work to do. Gain 1 clue.
And okay. Before I talk to him again, I was going to say there wasn't anything I can do with the forensic evidence, was there?
You didn't say you can interact with it, so
Yeah.
no.
Okay. Then I'll talk with him again.
Alright, you seem nervous. Everything okay? No, nothing is the matter. He wipes a bead of sweat from his brow. This murder has everyone on edge, and I'm just trying to maintain calm and order around here. He notices the food tray sitting on. He notices the food tray sitting on desk for the first time and takes the opportunity to change the subject. Have you had a chance to eat breakfast? If not, you really need to. He points to the plate with his fork. This crimson carp is an Ethel Gibbs specialty. He hurriedly takes a bite, wiping the red sauce from his lips. I do love that girl. He takes another bite as he nervously continues his small talk. I have never met anyone so young that knows so much about the world. She certainly has an old soul. That is why when we arrive in Arkham, I intend to propose to her. As he finishes the last of his meal, he lights a cigarette. I really should get back to work, and I assure you have more important things to do than listen to me talk about my personal life. Let me know if you need anything else. Gain 1 clue.
Okay. Interesting. That does tell us something.
You use the talk spot because you're playing.
Alright, CJ, you're up.
And Dark Side explored this place.
Cabin 2. Discard the Explorer token.
So this is actually our cabin.
The contents of your luggage are neatly arranged around the room. It is a good thing you always come prepared for the worst situations. Place the Tommy gun common item as indicated.
Which one of us do you think brought the Tommy gun?
You may move 1 space into the room.
Sure.
Okay.
Guess I'll pick up the Tommy gun.
So we don't always trade.
Yeah.
It kind of looks cramped.
I don't need the Tommy gun.
So, alright. So it's been my turn. And I'll explore this right here. Crew quarters. The room is filled with rows of beds, each neatly made. Footlockers sit in front of each bed. A nameplate for each crew member affixes them. Discard the Explorer token and the crew bedroom tile, and place the crew bedroom tile in a door as indicated.
I'm probably going to try to make the Jeffrey.
Okay, that's fine.
I think when I'm going to start heading up towards the north, because it did specifically mention the doctor, and the medical room is up there at the top.
A folded letter sits on Ethel Gibbs' bedside table. Place a search token as indicated. The footlocker belonging to Officer Butler is sealed with an elaborate lock. Place a search token as indicated. The door provides crew members direct access to and from the storage area and the crew quarters. Place an Explorer token as indicated. You may move one space, which I shall do. And I will spend my second action and search this right here. A folded letter. You pick up the letter, immediately noticing the overly ornate handwriting. The writing style has long been out of use, especially within the working class. The letter is clearly romantic in nature. It starts with, "My dearest Jonathan Butler, I have lost much in the past few months, but finding you has returned me to a path that I thought forever closed." The letter goes on to gush about their relationship. The end of the letter catches your attention, however. "When I arrived in this time, I was adrift. Thank you for helping me find the way. Eternally yours, Ethel." As you go to return the letter, you notice a pendant sitting on the table. Gain the Elder Sign pendant common item. Then discard the search token. That lets me roll one additional die.
So it seems she's a time traveler from the past.
That seems so.
She comes from Skynet.
Well, she's from the past, though, not the future.
Okay. Now the Mythos Phase. The clues you gather. Okay, I have to do. Who has the most clues?
I got 4.
Well, that's Jeffrey. This Mythos event will affect you. You review your notes, attempting to reconcile new information with the world you remember. Lore check.
Yeah, maybe.
Pass if you spend 2 clues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I'll be losing 2 clues either way. This way I just won't have to take horror.
Okay, Jeffrey, you're up.
Okay, so nothing else I can say to him, right?
Right.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Can't get away.
CJ?
1, 2, and we'll switch this place.
Alright, cabin 3. The cabin of William Rutherford and the other lady, Dot Fisher. The coach cabin is sparsely decorated. A large bed dominates the space while a sleeping bag has been laid out on a floor next to it. Discard this Explorer token and place the cabin 3 tile as indicated.
Yeah, who knows? This may be an alternate future where Skynet was in the 1920s.
Well, wouldn't that be an alternate past then?
Protruding from under one of the pillows on the bed appears to be a worn book. Place a search token. You may move one space. Okay, and that's, I believe, is all your actions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll move here. Take a look at this footlocker. I have to tap the puzzle. I will have a 3 agility. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And I have to end it there. Unless I spend clues. 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You won't be able to move that one down because those 2 will still be in underneath it.
Sure.
Yeah, if you only move them 2 spots, see?
Yeah.
You're going to have to move this up to get those out of the way.
Okay. I'll spin my clues. What?
I was going to say now. You could, yeah, all you need to do, move that one down.
Yeah.
That one over, and those 2 up.
Yeah, I was wanting to know. Okay, I spent my clues. I'll have to wait till next turn to finish.
Okay.
So I have 6 moves. Alright, Mythos Phase. A young woman is investigating the victim's cabin. Place a person token in cabin 3 as indicated. This is Dot Fisher, a coach, passenger, and traveling companion of the victim.
Ignore me, I'm just cleaning out.
Yeah, ignore me. I'm just in your room rifling through your stuff here.
Incorrect, I have not done the search.
Well, the question is, where was she beforehand?
Diana Stanley suddenly drops to her knees, clutching at her gut. Her skin bulges and distends as something moves beneath it. She suffers 1 face-down damage.
Nah,
There you go.
guess that's what I get.
And 1 horror. And you have to read this one.
Steal your resolve. Become focused and then flip this card face down.
Okay, you're focused now.
Yeah.
The rainstorm picks up pace, and you notice that the sky has an unusual glittering black hue. The ship is rocked by turbulence as lightning cracks just off the starboard bow. Doubt creeps into your mind, and for a moment you consider abandoning your efforts. Each investigator suffers 2 face-down horror will negates.
I almost suffer one.
Okay. I have to suffer 1.
I'll pass.
It's face down. You did?
Yeah.
So you need 1?
Yeah.
Okay, Jeffrey?
Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to... just out of curiosity, what was the name on that door over to the other side?
This is, I think, is the engine room. It's locked.
Okay.
This one goes to...
The storage room.
Yeah.
I'm going to head over to medical.
This one?
Yeah.
Medbay.
Okay, Dr. Rose Barnett's desk dominates 1/2 of the room, while an examination table and locked cabinets fill the other half. Discard this Explorer token and place the medical office tile in a wall as indicated. Alright, a locked cabinet stands against one wall filled with various medications in neat rows. Place a search token as indicated. You may move 1 space into the explored area.
I shall.
As you stand at the threshold of the room, the air pressure drops and you feel a strong wind brush across your skin. The room is thrown into pitch blackness, yet you can somehow make out a large bat shape surging towards you. Its 3 burning eyes piercing your soul. You find yourself rooted in place, and just before the massive shape reaches you, it disappears. Suffer face down horror, then place darkness in your space.
Gee, that's not suspicious at all.
It's not.
Okay, well, I guess I'll search since there's nothing else in there.
Attempt to bypass the lock. Leave it alone or search cabinet A01.
I'll search.
Why does it have underscores?
Yeah. Alright, you have to do a puzzle using your observation.
Okay, I've got 4 observation.
Alright.
1 1 1 1.
1 1 5.
No 1s.
2s.
No 2s.
3s.
1 3.
So it'll. Okay, let's.
3 4s and 1 3.
Okay, let's try 3 4 4 4. Nope. Okay, so that's all for me this turn.
You have a clue?
Yeah, but I'd probably need more than 1 guess.
Yeah.
Okay, CJ.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go back to my puzzle.
You didn't have a puzzle.
Oh.
No, Chris.
I had the puzzle.
Yeah. Yeah.
You-
Search.
Okay, alright. Alright, you pick what appears to be an old journal. Flipping through it, you realize that it must be the journal of William Rushford. The entries span over 50 years. Gain the old journal unique item, then discard the search token. An investigator holding the old journal unique item can read its entries by interacting with the app.
I thought mine was
Okay. So you have another action.
Yeah.
Oh.
Either, and don't forget you've got the lady in your spot too.
Yeah, I'll talk to her my next turn, so I'm gonna read the old journal.
The journal dates back over 50 years. The early entries detail William Rushford's involvements with the Church of Starry Wisdom. When the church was forcibly disbanded, Rushford, a fiery and devoted youth, set forth to England to form a new sect. As the journal continues, you see William Rushford's growing concern over the morality of his actions. He speaks of regret and his need to correct his terrible mistakes. He talks about his failure to disband the cult and in response to a failed assassination attempt, how he fled to England and went into hiding. Gain one clue.
Let's see.
There's still more entries to read. Let me see if it will cost you. Yes. Okay. Alright, so we're going back to me. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's going to cost me my turn. With little effort, the lock releases. You open the lid to find various clothes and personal effects. A pocket watch lying on top of everything catches your eye.
Now you can perform an additional puzzle stage.
Yeah. The initials WR are engraved on the back. Gain the pocket watch common item, then discard this search token. Okay, that sounds like his pocket watch.
Rutherford.
Yes. And it shouldn't be here in the crew quarters.
Yeah.
Perhaps you should ask Officer Butler about this watch. I probably should. And that's the end of my turn.
Let's see. Mythos Phase now.
Finn Edwards is assaulted with a prophetic vision of the stargazer majestic as it smashes into the cliffside. Wheel 2.
Pass.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I think that's the first one I've passed this time without having to spend.
Okay, Jeffrey, you are up here.
Finish, puzzling over in the medical.
Still kind of creepy.
Okay, so 4, 3, 4, 4. Okay, 4, 4, 3, 4. Probably just medical item, but...
With the cabinet unlocked, you find a letter and photograph hidden behind some of the medicine bottles. The letter is addressed to the doctor. It claims that the writer knows about the doctor's past and will expose it to the captain if she does not do what the author wants.
Interesting.
The photograph shows a large group of people gathered together, almost like a family portrait. A face is circled in red, and the name Florence Stagg is scribbled across it. Upon close inspection, you realize the circled face is a much younger Dr. Rose Barnett. As you search the photograph for other familiar faces, you see a young William Rushford at the center of the photograph. The rest of those gathered purposely surrounding him. You flip the photograph over and see a caption that reads, Rushford, Holloway, and Stagg Families, London, May 1887. You are just about to put the photo away when a face in the background catches your attention. A woman in a servant's outfit stands at the edge of the photograph, nearly out of frame. If the photograph was not over 40 years old, you would swear the woman was Ethel Gibbs, the young stewardess aboard the Stargazer Majestic. Gain the photographic evidence unique item, then discard this search token. Perhaps the people involved with the photograph can explain their relationship with the victim. In addition, you might also want to ask Dr. Rose Barnett about the blackmail letter.
Okay.
The evidence has been updated, and that's it for you.
I've still got another action. That was my first one.
Oh, that's right.
Now, since I have... Okay. Okay, before I do it... Okay. Are these all the people we need to talk to? Or was there anyone still missing?
There's still... No, we haven't seen the doctor yet.
Okay, then she must be in one of these two. You're probably going to be going in there with this one.
Yeah.
I was going to think, you think I should try and get to this area, or should I go start trying to talk to some of these people again? Because, like, we need to
ask him about the pocket watch. We need to ask her about this other thing.
Yeah. So I think I'll let y'all finish investigating over here.
Okay.
I'm going to start going back to talk to these people.
Yeah, that's
again.
a good idea. Let's do that.
Okay, so I get one move for free since I just did a search action. And then 1, 2.
Okay. Jeff, CJ?
Okay,
You gonna check your journal or talk to her?
no, I'll talk to her.
Dot Fisher is looking around the room while writing in a small notebook. Okay, you can ask, you were traveling with William Rushford? Any idea what this ritual could be about? How is the investigation going?
How is the investigation going?
I cannot find a pocket watch that William always had at his bedside table. It was a gift from his father. Dot Fisher drops to the floor to look under the bed. Whenever he gets to a new place, he always leaves it on the bedside table. He has some superstition about it warding off evil spirits. You consider showing her the pocket watch you found in Officer Butler's footlocker, but you remember that Captain Pike warned you not to trust anyone else. She stands up and starts rummaging through the dresser drawers. I do not normally believe in that stuff, but with the crazy storm going on out there, I figured we could all use the help we can get. Gain one clue.
Okay, well then, I guess I'll spend my other turn to go through the journal.
Okay.
Because I can finish talking to her. Unless there's more of the journal.
Or unless she moves.
The closing entries detail William Rushford's return to Arkham to stop a terrible ritual. He speaks of a fear that the Starry Wisdom might try once more to kill him and use his blood for a final ritual to summon the Haunter. The last few entries seem frantic as Rushford realizes that he may have put himself and the world in danger by returning to Arkham. His final entry is as follows. Could it be? After all these years, a specter from the past has finally come to haunt me. If only I had realized sooner, but now I fear it is too late. Gain one clue, then become focused, which you already are.
Right now, my prime suspect is Ethel back here.
After considering the information from William Rushford's journal alongside the photograph, you are convinced that someone related to this photograph killed William Rushford for fleeing the Starry Wisdom cult.
Because we do know that she had access and was in the room where she was in here where the body went. She was in the past in that photo.
He's another good one too, because they're in love.
Yeah.
And he had the watch, so. Okay, so that's it for you, right?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm going to explore. Oops.
Yeah, that's good. No, read the journal.
Right here. The crew quarters. The faint light in the storage room only amplifies the sense of dread you get from the scene before you. Place the storage hold tile as indicated and discard all explore tokens leading to it.
There's probably going to be a few explore tokens. Maybe an item too. It's storage.
Okay, in the center of the room lies the body of the victim, William Rushford, surrounded by various occult symbols that appear to have been drawn while using blood. Place a search token as indicated. Across the room, you see a middle-aged woman leaning over the body. Place a person token as indicated. This is Dr. Rose Barnett, the Stargazer Majestic's physician. You see an overturned piece of luggage that has been pulled out of place and left open. Place a search token as indicated. The lights in the room flicker up rapidly, and for a moment there are 3 large burning eyes in the darkness. They are fixated on you, and you find it hard to breathe. As terror grips at your heart, you find yourself unable to look away. Suddenly the eyes disappear as the lights return to Noble. Nobody else in the room appears to have noticed. Suffer one face down horror. Okie dokie. You may move 1 space, which I will. And I'll search here before I talk to her. I'll talk to her next round. Examine the crime scene. Okay, you bend down and examine William Rushford's lifeless body. The first thing you notice is the large laceration across his throat. The blood still pooling beneath it. You fight the urge to retch. Suffer 1 face down horror. Will negates. Succeed. As you step back, you can see the blood appears to have been drawn to resemble wings spreading out from the victim's body. Other intricate symbols have also been drawn around the room. Lore. Okay, just one success. You cannot recall what the symbols mean. Okay. Alright, well that's my turn. So I guess we'll go to Mythos Phase. Alright, this Mythos effect investigator in a storage room. I'm the only one in the storage room, so it will affect me. Suffer 3 horror, will minus 1 negates. Jeez. Pour it on now. Okay, well, looks like I just suffered 1 horror.
I think we're going to be running out of time soon.
Minor shock, no additional effect.
Well, we still gotta think. We might have to fix the old intercom.
Okay, Jeffrey, you are up.
Okay.
So let's just
If
make-
we're gonna try, I think the way I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna head over here to talk to him, circle around to her, and then head to the intercom.
Alright.
Okay, so
Okay.
I shall move to and talk to Butler.
Alright, how did William Rutherford's pocket watch end up in your locker? A look of surprise comes over Officer Butler's face. How did you, I do not know what you're talking about. His eyes dart around the room as he reaches for a pack of cigarettes from the desk. Clearly, but it was in your locker, or start talking.
Clearly, but it was in your locker.
Influence.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, just 2.
A defeated look comes over Officer Butler's face. Look, I know what you're thinking, but I swear I did not kill anyone. I am a thief, all right, not a murderer. He takes a long draw from his cigarette, then exhales slowly. When I saw Doc Fisher leave to get breakfast and William Rushford head towards the storage hold, I knew I had a small window. I was in their cabin for less than 10 minutes. I had just returned to the office after dropping the watch off in my locker when the alarm went out about the murder. I swear that's all I know. Gain 1 clue token.
Okay.
Alright, CJ.
Okay, I'll talk to this lady. No, Dot.
You were traveling with William Rushford. Any ideas what this ritual could be about?
Any ideas what this ritual could be about?
She looks around uncomfortably. William Rushford kept a journal. He was always writing in it. Occasionally he would talk to himself as he wrote. She pauses looking at you. I know this sounds crazy, but he mentioned that some cult needed his body for a dark purpose. He mumbled about being in hiding in order to prevent an unspeakable horror from being unleashed upon the world. I can feel a strange energy in this place, and I worry that whatever ritual was started here will have dire consequences for us all if we do not stop it soon. We have to uncover this cultist and stop this ritual at any cost. Gain 1 clue.
Okay.
Talk to her again or leave.
I'll talk to her again.
So you were traveling with William Rushford. I served him as a personal bodyguard. He always talked about his past coming to haunt him and some unseen dark force at work. I know you have no reason to trust me, but I want to bring this murderer to justice even more than you do. She lets out a sigh of frustration. I just do not understand why he left the cabin while I was grabbing us breakfast. He knew that he was not supposed to go anywhere without me. It just does not make sense. Gain 1 clue.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, we'll go back to me.
I want to say that was, yeah.
Do a... Okay, I got 2 successes that time. You realize these blood-drawn symbols are typically associated with a summoning ritual. You can feel the mystical energies about the room. You cannot begin to imagine the foul creature that has been drawn to this world with this ritual. As you turn away, you notice a small burn on the victim's lapel, along with some ash smeared on across his jacket. Looking around, you realize that none of the components appear to have been burned in any way. If William Rushford did not smoke, then this could perhaps his murderer did. This could be a key piece of evidence in the investigation. Gain the missing link unique item
Yeah, I think
and
it's
discard the search token.
I think it's Officer Butler.
Maybe the victim's traveling will tell you if the victim was a smoker.
I guess I'm not.
Okay, and I can talk to her for one turn. What can you tell me about the body, doctor? What were you doing before the murder? Why are you being blackmailed? Where did you find that? Okay, I have an influence of 3, but I do have the fine clothes, so it will give me 4. Ooh, that was terrible. There's nothing I can do. It's just 0. I cannot imagine where that came from. I am sorry, I cannot be much help with that. Okay, well, I kind of blew that last part of that turn. Yeah, crappy rolling. Okay, each investigator suffers 2 face-down damage and 1 face-down horror. Agility negates.
It's my agility 4.
Okay, I got 1 success. I won't take any horror. I'll suffer 2 face-down damage from me.
I got 2 successes, so I'll take 1 face-down damage.
Okay.
Yeah, same here. I'll take 1 damage.
Jeffrey?
Okay, I shall. 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
and that's all I can do.
CJ?
I guess I'll talk to the stout lady one last time.
Was he a smoker? Absolutely not. He was asthmatic. It was also a condition of employment when I was brought on board, so I have never smoked either. Why do you ask?
Me.
Interesting. Doc Fisher writes something or no, but thank you for that. I know you have no reason to trust me, but I think we might be able to help each other in this investigation. I can assure you that neither William nor I smoke. Gain 1 clue.
Well, we know 2 people that do smoke.
Then I'm walking out.
We know Butler smokes, and we know Rich Guy smokes.
Yeah. Okay, let me try talking to her again. Okay, that time I got 3 successes, so that ought to be good. Dr. Rose Barnett speaks quietly, a desperation of voice. You want to know the truth of it? Fine. Arthur Holloway III is blackmailing me to get access to illicit medications. I was once a young doctor practicing in Arkham. When I lost my medical license, I escaped to Europe with a new identity and a new license. I have just tried to live my life ever since. When Arthur Holloway III threatened to expose my past, I panicked and just gave in. But now that William Rushford has been murdered, I cannot allow his threats to keep me silent. She shifts uncontrollably. Yes, I knew William Rushford when I was young, but honestly, I did not even know it was him until this morning. I have not seen him in years. I know it seems suspicious, but you must believe me when I tell you that I had nothing to do with this murder. Gain 1 clue. Perhaps Arthur Holloway III can confirm the story. I got 1 more action to talk to her.
I was going to say, do me a favor real quick. Go to the our evidence. I wanted to check something. Our logs, our gathered evidence, or okay. Tobacco ash was discovered there. Confirmed the victim didn't smoke. Set of crew officers, so that is crew only. A love letter on. Okay. A blackmail letter. The old photograph. Rushford. Okay, so Holloway was there, or is connected to it.
Mm-hmm.
And also it's connected to Ethel Gibbs. Okay. So right now, our 2 main...
Our 2 main suspects are him and her.
Or not Butler anymore.
He smokes.
Well,
he smokes like a chimney.
But remember that it's someone connected to the photograph, though, which would be
Yeah,
her.
but they're in love.
Yeah, but he was afraid. He was afraid of either someone connected to the photograph would be either her or him or the doctor.
Right. I don't think it's the doctor. He, though, however, is maybe so in love with her, he's either covering for her or...
That is possible.
Because he does not have access to the crew quarters
Right,
where
he
the blood
doesn't
was
have
found.
access to the crew quarters. That puts her ahead of him,
Yeah.
to me.
Okay.
Do we have information directly on the suspects? Look at what we have on Gibbs. Okay, she is a crew member as a stewardess. She claims to have been working on the observation deck this morning, preparing the morning meal. At some point, she brought to butler and then returned to her duties. Based on a conversation with her, her and Butler were in a romantic relationship. Yeah, she is from the past. That's all the information we directly have on. Okay, yeah. I was just wanting to double check on a couple of these things.
Can you tell me about the body doctor? What were you doing before the murder? What can you tell me about this photo? Dr. Rose Barnett stares at the picture for a few moments, then looks at you. That was me as a young girl. I was once known as Florence Stagg. I lost my medical license after a woman went missing in my care. She just disappeared. I have no idea what happened to her. She pauses to look at the storm just outside the window. After a moment, she continues, I was disgraced, so I fled to Europe using my family's connections. I was given a new name and a new license. I've been practicing there for many years now. This is actually my first trip aboard the Stargazer Majestic. I just wanted to see my home again. Gain one clue. Okay, that's it for me.
Okay. So I think we're closing in on the end of this.
I have to suffer 4 damage. Strength plus 1 negates. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spend a clue. A torrential rain begins to assault the ship as another bout of turbulence rocks the dirigible. A wave of vertigo passes through you and you stumble. Each investigator moves 1 space towards a storage hold. Okay, I am in the storage hold, so that's fine. As an oily presence in your mind calls forward deep-seated fears. Could everyone on board be guilty? Is this an all-elaborate plot to humiliate you? Each investigator suffers 2 horror will negates.
I suffer 1 more.
I was going to say, you had to move 2.
No.
Yeah, it said every investigator has to move 1 space towards it.
Hallucinations. Keep this up. Roll on 3 die rolls having
Will.
observation.
Okay. Well, I pass. I'm not going to suffer 2 horror.
I pass. I'll just spend a clue to do it.
Okay, Jeffrey.
Okay. I'm in here now. Now, should I go on and move back to talk, or should I just...
Yeah, I think you should talk to her.
Okay. Then I will move back and talk.
Why are you in a photograph from 40 years ago? Ethel Gibbs stares at the photograph, a look of deep sadness crossing her face. She turns to you. You see a genuine fear in her eyes. That must be a picture of my mother. I heard that she worked as a maid in Arkham, but she died when I was really young. Tears start to streak down the young girl's face. If you'll excuse me, I must really get back to work now. Gain 1 clue.
Okay. And then I'll use my other movement to pop back over here.
Okay. Alright, CJ.
Okay, I guess I'll move up 1. And then, what room is that? We can't go into the bottom room because it's locked.
Alright. So this is the only way you can go.
Yeah.
Fred Cooper. The door opens, a stench of pipe smoke and sweat fills the air. The lights are off and a series of lit candles form a pattern across the floor. Discard this Explorer token.
Interesting.
A bearded man is sitting on the edge of the bed holding a worn tobacco pipe in one hand. He has a defeated and nervous look on his face. Place a person token as indicated. This is Fred Cooper, a coach passenger.
We still have 1 person.
Candles have been arranged in an intense pattern on the floor. Place a search token as indicated.
What were you doing in here?
You may move 1 space into the explored area, which you have done. Okay, is that all?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me about the body doctor? Our victim had his throat slashed. The laceration angle and direction indicates that the victim was facing his attacker. She leans in closer to the body. The blood is very strange. It is nearly black and much more congealed than it should be. Gain 1 clue. Okay. And then, what were you doing before the murder? I had spent most of the morning going over paperwork. I took quite a cigarette break in the crew office and then returned to my duties until the body was discovered. Okay, so she smokes and has access to the crew office.
Why does everybody smoke?
I know you are doing your job, but do I look like a killer to you? She steps back from the body and realizes she has blood on her white flat shoes. Oh dear. This is going to take some work to get out. Gain 1 clue. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
It appears that Dot Fisher has concluded her investigation of the victim's cabin and moved her investigation to the observation deck. Move Dot Fisher to the viewing room as indicated. Alright, this Mythos events the investigator with the lowest strength. I have 4.
3.
Okay.
You've suffered the least.
Alright, suffer 4 damage, agility negates.
Agility negates?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you only suffer 1 damage?
Yeah.
There you go.
Face down or up?
Up.
Back spasms. Drop a random item, then flip it face down. Okay.
We're gonna hurry up.
And
This
then
is
after
going to be bad if it drops my evidence. Okay. Crap. That drops my incriminating evidence.
Pick it up and try and fix it.
That's what I'm going to have to do. But I also need to talk with him because he has to confirm some other piece of evidence from a couple of turns ago.
about the blackmail.
Yeah.
Well, I would pick up the evidence and talk to her. She just arrived there, so maybe...
Can we talk to you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. She just moved there. How is the investigation going? It's only going to be 1 question, so it looks like your 2 turns can be to pick up the evidence and ask her.
Yeah, but we have to
We're
restore
short on
the,
time.
we have to fix this.
Well, hold on. Let me see what it says. Attempt it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so we got to fix this. We have to talk to him and
Right.
need to
And we
talk-
still have to talk to this guy, and we still got some more,
Yeah. I'm just worried about running out of
We're
time.
listen now. We're doing the best we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's her. The doctor.
Well, we don't know. That's the thing. We have evidence that's pointing us in a couple of different directions, or it's not specific enough to narrow it down yet. Right now, he would be, but yeah, he doesn't have access to crew stuff.
No.
So that leaves Ethel Gibbs, the doctor, and Butler here.
Yep. And we don't know about the bearded guy yet, so
we know he's a passenger. So he.
yeah. But still, something may come up. So
Yeah. Okay. In that case, I shall. Oh yeah, I dropped that. So I guess I'll go on and pick it up for my first action. Then I'll go on and talk to her. I guess. Ask her how the investigation's going.
Dot Fisher nods as she scribbles down something in her notebook. I am starting to put together some pieces of the mystery, but I'm still trying to find a pocket watch that belonged to William Rushford. Let me know if you find it. You consider showing her the pocket watch, but you remember that Captain Pike warned you not to trust anyone else. As you thank her for the information, she pauses and reaches her hand out to give you something. You might need this when we confront the suspect. Do not worry, I have my own. Gain the 18 caliber Derringer common item.
Good. Now I got a weapon.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, CJ, you're up.
Okay, I guess I'll search the candles on the floor.
You have to do a lore check, which should be your specialty.
Yeah.
Okay, you can use your focus to get 3 successes.
Sure.
You pry a candle from the floor to examine it. Gain the candle's common item. Examining the symbols etched in the wax, you can confirm that the ritual is intended to ward off misfortune. Gain 1 clue and place a darkness in your space. Then discard the search token. Okay.
Then I'll talk to him.
You might have some information.
With the light from the candle extinguished, the room plunges into complete darkness. You hear the flapping of wings, and for a brief moment you feel a sudden rush of wind that sends chill up your spine. Suffer 1 face-down horror.
I'm in to use those sedatives because if I get 2 more horror, I'm gonna go insane.
Okay.
And I can talk to him.
Alright, Fred Cooper. He has a pipe hanging from his mouth. What is with all these candles? Tell me what happened this morning.
Tell me what happened this morning.
Fred stares blankly at the wall across from him. I had forgotten some important items in my luggage and went to retrieve them. He takes a long draw from his pipe, a sad look on his face. When I got to the storage hold, I managed to get my luggage open before seeing the blood. That's what I saw first, the black oozing blood everywhere. I'm pretty sure I yelled for help, but after that, everything is a haze. Listen, I have studied rituals. He shifts uncomfortably and takes a long draw on his pipe. The ritual that was started in that room, he pauses and his eyes glaze over for a moment. It is not natural. The blood was too dark, the symbols too sinister. I do not know exactly what it does, but I can tell you that it is not good, not for any of us. As if on cue, lightning flashes outside the window. Gain 1 clue. Alright. Okay, so it's my turn.
Well, his luggage might have something because it's on.
Well, we're about to maybe find out. The tag marks the luggage as belonging to Fred Cooper. Among the contents, you find a strange scrapbook with newspaper clippings detailing gruesome murders and suspicious deaths. The first page has an old article detailing the deaths of a husband and wife, Joseph and Margaret Cooper. The story talks about how a freak accident robbed a small boy of both his parents outside Miskatonic University. Accompanying the article, the photo shows a young boy, unnamed, talking to a police officer while the covered bodies of his parents rest in the foreground. Flipping through the rest of the scrapbook, you see dozens of articles highlighting deaths related to suspicious or unnatural circumstances, including a recent article about a rash of deaths related to a new exhibit at the Miskatonic Museum. As you return to the journal to the suitcase, you notice a leather-bound book resting inside. Gain the astronomy guidebook common item, then discard this search token. Maybe you should ask Fred Cooper about his scrapbook. Maybe.
You can still move another
And it says you may ignore rifts.
You still have not seen a rift.
Okay, so
You've still got another move.
Yeah.
Okay.
alright, let's move out.
I hope this isn't in the game. Mythos Phase.
Alright, who has a light source?
CJ has some candles.
Kill me.
Alright, suffer 3 face down damage, agility +1 negates.
If you negate all of it, you don't have to worry about fire.
You got plenty of clues, so +1. Okay, 3. You can do it. If you spend your clues.
I do have a light sword.
Okay,
Since you did suffer damage.
don't worry about it.
No, Jackie.
The stargazer majestic is tossed by fierce winds, throwing everyone aboard to the floor. Each investigator suffers 1 damage. Okay, we'll do you, Jeffrey. It's face up.
Minor injury. No effect.
Demoralizing injury. Effect. Resolve immediately. Suffer 1 additional face down horror than this character. Okay, this game face me.
Here's your face down horror. Mine is lightheaded. Flip 1 horror face up, then flip this card face down. And then
I gotta suffer 2 horror, so.
minor shock. Okay. Alright, you find yourself entranced by the storm. The wind in the sky is calling out your name. A strange and foreign thought fills your mind. If you killed everyone on board, the murderer would be dead too. You force yourself to breathe. Panic setting in around you. Each investigator suffers 2 horror. Will negates.
I mean, he's not wrong. I'm insane.
Don't you have an ability though that says if you suffer 2 or more horror, only 1?
Yeah.
That still would put you at 6.
1 fewer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'll take 2.
I take 2. Alright, minor shock.
Okay, put these up.
Become fearless and flip this card face down.
This was on my face down ones. Give me an insane card.
Alright, here's your insane card.
Doc.
And I'll grab a fearless card. And I cannot suffer horror unless I choose to.
I still need 2 horror.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Oh.
I failed.
Okay.
Okay. Minor shock, no effect. And shrieking fit, become restrained. Then discard this card. Okay, so I can't move next turn.
Well, you got a puzzle anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, you're up, Jeff.
Okay, well, since I can't move, I may as well go on and get this fixed. Attempt to fix the intercom.
You're gonna puzzle using your observation.
Okay, that will be 4.
And this is like we have never seen before.
Yeah. I assume
So you'll have 8 tries, right?
yes. Okay, I guess it's just a...
You do. You see how that goes?
Yeah, it's
that
making
rotates, and then this rotates.
Okay, so it just... Does it rotate the whole thing, or just one piece?
I'm assuming you click, and then you rotate.
Okay.
Okay? Click or rotate.
Okay. In that case... Okay, so it going up wouldn't help. So it's going to need to go... Okay. Since we can't just shift these around, right? Or we can actually. Okay, so we can, so that might change what we got to do then.
Yeah, because this one comes straight.
Yeah. Okay, so that's going to change it. Actually, yeah, here. Actually, yeah, let me, if we can change.
What a cheap shit way to do that, man. That's stupid, but okay. Alright. And that was 6 moves.
Okay, so that will be both my actions.
The ship intercom has now been repaired. When you are confident that you have gathered enough evidence to make an accusation, you can contact Captain Pike. You will need to know that what your key pieces of evidence are that link your suspects to the murder, as well as where the evidence was found.
Okay, so before we talk to this, we're going to have to review it in our notes just to double check here.
Okay, CJ. Cannot talk, obviously. So, that's fine. Alright, what's with all the candles? What happened to your parents? Tears start to well up in Fred Cooper's eyes. To this day, I still cannot explain it. We were walking home from dinner. I remember a dark lightning flash, a sharp sting of pain in my temples, and as his voice trailed off, Fred Cooper squeezes his eyes shut. After taking a moment to compose himself, he turns to you, a haunted look on his face. I did not kill this man, but I have seen darkness like this before, and I know that whomever did kill this man has an evil purpose in mind. I suggest you find his murderer as soon as possible, or the storm is going to get worse, much worse. Gain 1 clue. Alright. And I assume you want to ask him the other question. Fred Cooper starts to speak, then lets out a deep sigh, his grave, gravelly voice matching his tough features. You cannot possibly understand. Try me, or you better start talking right now. Okay. Strength. Two successes. He holds his hands up in defeat, then reluctantly nods. Alright, fine. He takes a draw from his pipe. This ritual, it's supposed to remove my family curse. He shifts uncomfortably. Ever since I was young, terrible things happen around me. Starting with the death of my parents. Since then, everywhere I go, people end up dead. As you can see, my ritual has not been successful. I understand that this looks very suspicious. I have spent much of my life studying the occult. He points out to one of the symbols on the floor. This is a protective ward. It is designed specifically to keep evil spirits away. Take a look for yourself if you do not believe me. Gain 1 clue.
It is, because you already searched it and determined the same thing.
Okay, so I'm up. I just want to check something here.
Oh, I'm no longer restrained, by the way.
I think he's okay. Yeah, I kind of think he's okay too.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, we can't check that door.
Okay. Yeah.
For whatever reason.
There's no way to pick the lock or anything?
No.
I'm guessing that if we take too long then, it'll probably... That's probably the engine room, and we'll have to go there to... Yeah, it is the engine room.
Yeah.
We'll have to go there to stop the ship from crashing.
Let me just check everybody here.
So, yeah.
She does not have anything else to say.
Okay. Oh, we're shouldn't.
He does not have anything more to say. He does not have anything more to say.
Okay, we know this guy does. Highway.
Ethel does not have anything more to say. Dot has nothing more to say. So it's just Arthur.
Yep.
So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to move up. Since CJ is there and can move there, I'm going to move in the middle. Just in case we have to go back to somebody.
Okay.
And I think that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay.
Each investigator flips 2 horror face up. Become fearless, flip this card face down. And minor shock.
Okay. Minor shock and minor shock.
Okay. On the front of the observation window shatters from the torrential onslaught and the stinging wind blows through the dirigible. The vessel struggles to push forward against its new force as if the air around you darkens. You feel a malevolent presence within trying to bend you to its will. You scream your throat raw as you force the being from your mind. Each investigator suffers 3 horror and 1 face down damage. Wheel negates. You only got 1 success. Okay. So, 1 face down damage. 3 horror, you can negate 1. You want to take 3 horror, or you want to take the 3 horror?
Okay. You probably don't want to take... You're already insane and you've only got 6 sanity. You'd probably be better taking the damage. Or were you planning on using the sedative?
He's going to... No, he's got his special ability.
Oh yeah, if you would suffer, you'd suffer 1 fewer horror.
Right,
Okay.
so he's only going to take 2 horror.
Okay.
Right? You want me to read these for you? Become stunned, then discard this card. So you're stunned, but you don't get fear. Hysteria. Flip 1 damage face up, then flip this card face down.
Concussion.
Discard 1 clue. Okay.
Okay, so that's it.
Alright, I'll do my will check. Okay, I'll spend 1 clue as well. So I will suffer 1 face down damage and 2 horror. Unless I discard one of these, I'm going to go insane as well. Keep face up, roll fewer die when resolving a lore test. Keep face up. Okay. Whenever you end your turn within range of another investigator, flip 1 horror face up. Alright, that's it. I have gone insane as well. Yeah, that's 5, 6, 7. Wait a minute. I have not. I have fearless.
So you don't take horror unless you want to.
Correct. I'll just get rid of those.
Okay. And I had 2 successes, so I will take 1 damage and 1 horror.
Okay, and damage is face down.
Okay.
And the horror is face up.
Minor shock.
Okay. Okay, you're up.
Okay. I will go and talk to Hallway.
Alright, why are you blackmailing Dr. Rose Barnett? Why is your family name on the back of this photograph?
Why are you blackmailing Rose Burnett? Barnett.
Author Holloway III lets out a low chuckle. I guess it does not matter now that I have what I want from her. Listen, I was just looking to get a little pick-me-up from the good doctor, but I'm not about to go down for murder because of it. I recognize her from my youth. You could say that our families were close. You notice him fidgeting with his ring and a cult symbol emblazoned on it. I remember her leaving Arkham disgraced after losing her medical license. Some young girl went missing in her care. The body was never found, so you can imagine my surprise when she turns up here as a doctor, no less. He puffs a cigar. You can report me to the authorities for illicit drug use if you want. It will not mean anything with my family's connections, but you're not going to sit here and accuse me of murder. Gain 1 clue.
Okay.
And he still has another one, but you don't have any more actions, do you?
No. I will...
Okay.
stay here. So...
Yeah, because you got to ask him about...
here. Okay,
he's taking a sedative.
Okay. So...
Alright, as a start of your turn, you may discard 3 damage and 3 horror. It does not say either they can be face up or face down, so you can do any. If you do, discard this card and end your turn. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So it's my turn now.
I would, unless something else suddenly pops up, as soon as I talk to him, we're going to have all the information we can get. So I'd say I'll talk to him, and then when it's your turn, you could go on and ring the intercom. Because we can't have too many more turns before stuff goes wrong here.
Alright, let me see something. Yeah, okay. Alright, so you want me to do what?
I'd say if you wanted to move here, or, well, I guess you're close enough that if you wanted, you'd be able to use 1 action to get here and 1 to talk.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I'll just end my turn there. I have to get rid of Fearless
I
now.
was going to say, did you have anything you can use to...
No, there's nothing.
Okay.
Alright, Finn Edwards discards 1 random common item.
And there goes the rock whistle. Okay.
Okay, you're done being stunned too, okay? The storm reaches a crescendo as hail and wind assails the stargazer majestic. The verdant glow illuminating from the sky and begins to pulse in hypnotic rhythm with the lightning. Creatures swarm around the ship, threatening to tear it asunder. The wind shimmers back and leaves you with a feeling of oppressive dread. Each investigator suffers 4 horror. Will negates.
Take 1.
Okay, so you're gonna take 2 horror. Okay, give Jeffrey his.
Is face up.
Yep.
Minor shock.
2 for you. Minor shock. Dementia. Discard 1 clue, then flip this card face down. And I have a will. 2. So I have to suffer 2 horror as well. And this time, unless I discard, I will go insane. I don't have Fearless anymore. Keep face up. You cannot improve any skill. Keep face up. After you perform an attack action, flip 1 horror face up, and that drives me insane. And that I am. Okay. Do you hear the sound of grinding metal from down in the hall, followed by a large thud? The engine room door is now unlocked.
Ah, crap.
A deafening screech reverberates through the ship, and you can feel the deck give way beneath as the ship lurches. The panic voice of Captain Pike comes over the intercom. What in Sam Hill was that? I have just lost all the engines. A sinister crackle echoes from the engine room, followed by the familiar voice of Dr. Rose Barnett. It's too late, you fools. She was the one.
Yep.
Nyarlathotep has returned, and all of you are my sacrifice to usher him into this world. Move Dr. Rose Barnett from the board.
Okay. We failed.
Yes, we did. We took too long. With the murder revealed, you no longer need to inform the captain of your findings. Great. If only you had uncovered the murderer's identity earlier. Well, if we had one more turn, we might have had a shot at it.
Well,
Perhaps you could have stopped them from advancing their sinister plans. Discard this interact token as indicated. A crash is heard through the ship as an observation window is shattered. A feathered serpent lands on the deck, wings folded in as it looks about the room, searching for prey. Place a feathered serpent as indicated.
there we go. Why screw the game?
Screams of terror emanate from those gathered on the observation deck. Several passengers run towards the cabins while others dive for cover. Remove all person tokens on the observation deck from the board. That means just this one.
Yeah.
Defeat the murderer and repair the sabotage engines in order to survive.
Okay.
Alright. Well, she will move towards you.
Yep. Well, actually, she might. Well, she's not considered in range if there's a door in the way, right?
Right.
Okay, then yeah, me.
Observation 2.
Okay, nope.
Okay. Suffer 1 damage. You gotta read it.
Pinch nerve. Keep face up. At the end of your turn, if you have not performed a move action this round, flip this card face down.
And 1 horror face down.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm now insane.
Okay. And now you have to do a horror check as well.
Okay.
Suffer 2 face down horror will negates.
And nope, still suffer 1.
Okay, 1 face down horror.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Jeffrey, you are up.
Okay.
So we have to beat her and do something in the engine room.
Yeah, well, she's in the engine room.
Well,
This
probably.
isn't the problem. We need to take out Rose, who's going to be in the engine room. Okay, so I guess I shall attack with my gun.
Has 10 health. Will 2.
Nope.
Okay. If you fail, okay. Attack again.
Okay.
Agility 2.
Nope.
Okay. And do you have something that says if you end your turn without moving?
Yeah, I do get rid of pinch nerve. I know I flip it face down.
Okay, well, CJ, you are up. Things are not looking good. 1. And then explore. Okay. Alright, as you enter the engine room, you notice a black mist has filled the room and the wind whips about as if alive. Discard this Explorer token and place the engine room tile as indicated. Which I will do.
Here we go.
Alright, let's see, it's going to go like this. Okay. Across the room, Dr. Rose Barnett is drawing arcane symbols in the air while chanting in a strange tongue. Spawn a cultist as indicated. This is Dr. Rose Barnett. Segments of piping have been torn from their moorings and scattered around the floor. Place an interact token as indicated. You may move one space into the explored area. I assume you do. Okay, and that's both of your actions. Okay. Go ahead. Alright, I'm going to head that way. So I will go 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, actually, I'm going to stay here. Alright, you hear the steel frame of the gondola begin to bend as the wood decking in the observation deck starts to splinter. With a sudden snap, the front of the dirigible is ripped apart and sucked into the void below, raging below. Each investigator and each monster in the viewing room 1.
That'll be me.
No, this is viewing room 1 right here. Viewing room 2 or viewing room 3 moves to the nearest space in the entry hall.
Yeah, that's right. These should have already been gotten rid of. That's still the deck. Okay, so I move to the nearest space in the entry hall. It did say monsters too?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm guessing that means that part just got ripped off the ship.
Yep. Disregard all them. Each investigator who moves suffers 4 damage. Oops, strength negates.
I still take 1.
Alright, here you go.
Okay. Head trauma. Become mesmerized and flip this card face down.
Okay, here's mesmerized. Okay, I guess still being you. Wait a minute. 1. Oh, no. Who has suffered the most horror? I have 2.
I've got 1.
Okay, so then actually 3 spaces. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Alright, it will attack me. I have a lore of 2. 3, I'm sorry. Okay, I pass. Alright, she will move here. And then it will attack CJ. Suffer 2 face down damage and 2 face down horror. Strength negates. Oof. And become dazed. Okay. Right, I got that. Let's get you dazed first. Here's dazed. Okay, so damage, you're going to suffer 2 face down damage. Actually, suffer 1. Suffer 1 face down damage and suffer 1 face down horror. Okay. Me and you, Jeff, have to do a horror check on the winged serpent.
Okay.
Lore 2. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, I fell as well.
So 1 horror.
Yeah. Suffer 1 horror. Okay, here.
Okay. Anxiety. Become stressed. Then discard this card.
Okay, fervor. Sorry, become righteous. Then flip this card face down. Okay. I am righteous. And you are stressed. CJ, you have to do a horror check. It's the cultist. Suffer 1 horror. Will negates. Okay.
Then flip 1 horror face up.
Okay, well here's your horror. I'll read it for you. No additional effect, minus shock.
And then flip one face up.
And then flip one face up.
Minor shock. No
Okay.
effect.
That is the end of the Mythos phase.
Okay. Wonder, is there anything he wants to say? I'm curious if he actually has anything to say. I doubt it, but
Nope.
okay. In that case, 2. And yes, I can shoot it, can't I? So I'll attack.
Okay. Will 2.
Nope.
Alright, nothing happens.
Okay, and I have to do my mesmerized. Suffer 1 face down horror unless I drop a spell, then discard this.
You don't have a spell, do you?
Nope. I'm also no longer stressed.
Good. CJ.
Attack it. What you gonna use? Okay, gun.
She has 23 hit points.
He's using a Tommy gun.
Agility 2.
Now,
He cannot spin clues, though.
no. Now, once a turn though, with the Tommy gun, you can choose to re-roll all your dice.
Which I would choose to do. Okay, still 1. Okay.
When did it take damage? Did it hurt it last turn?
No, it only takes damage equal to the number of successes he had.
But it didn't meet the 2
Oh,
successes.
that's right. That's right, that's right, that's right. You attack again. Agility 2. Okay, that's 3. Where is the Tommy gun? I can't see it. Okay, 4 plus 3 is 7. Okay. Alright, I'm in the same space as that freaking bird. So I guess I will attack. You're no longer dazed. Let me see what I have. I don't have shit. I have the sturdy luggage. I'm gonna go with the sturdy luggage. It's a heavy weapon, strength. Strength 2. And that's 4 successes. Plus your test result. So I got 6 damage on it. Okay. I have to flip a horror face up. Become righteous. Alright. I'm already righteous. Now I'll attack it again. Strength 2. Three successes. Plus your test result. So that's going to be, I'm going to kill it. Okay. I will gain a clue for killing it. That's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Alright, each investigator has to suffer. Alright, suffer 2 face down horror, will -1 negates. If you suffer 1 or more horror, you have to discard a clue.
Nope, I have no clues to discard.
Okay, I do not have to suffer any horror.
I do take 2 horror.
Okay. Alright, we'll get you in a second.
It was face down?
2 face down horror.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 success.
Or since he takes 2.
Yeah, you only
No,
take,
he would only take 1 either way.
okay, 1 face down horror. Alright. She's gonna attack you. Well, wait a minute. No, I'm in this space. When am I there?
Yeah, you haven't moved inside yet.
Okay, attacks you, CJ. Suffer 2 damage, strength -1 negates, but then you'll become stunned. Okay, so you suffer 1 damage. Lasting injury. Keep face. No effect. Keep this card face up. And now you have to do a horror check. Suffer 2 face down horror. Will +1 negates. Okay, you suffer nothing. Okay. Jeffrey, you're up.
Okay. I shall move my 2 to get in here, and then I'm going to steal from you. Well, I have to choose either will, or not will, but strength, agility, or observation, and we roll against each other. I choose. I choose observation. So we each roll our observation. Nope. Nope.
It's a tie.
Yep. Okay, so nothing happens.
Okay.
That was it. Your turn, CJ.
That's fine, CJ. You go. CJ, you're up. Attack. Agility 2. Alright, if you spend a clue, you hit. Alright,
Weapons damage.
4. Okay, that's it. You were stunned, so you only had 1 action. Okay, I will move in. And I will try and attack her with a heavy weapon. Strength 1. Two, pass. Equal to the weapon's damage plus your test results, which will be 4. Okay. It's the end of the investigator phase. Alright, you hear the sound of something tearing through the bulkhead on the starboard side of the ship. With an unearthly screech, the walls of the first-class cabins are ripped apart from the outside. Each investigator and monster in cabin 1 or cabin 2 moves to the nearest space in the entry hall. Oh, yes. Nobody moved, so nobody has to do any damage. Uh-oh. Suddenly the huge form of a star spawn smashes through the wall and into the hall, its tentacles withering about as if searching for prey. Spawn a star spawn as indicated. Yeah, I think we're dead. Well, we're shit out of luck.
There we go.
There we go. Mr. Star Spawn. Okay. She will attack every single one of us. Suffer 2 face down damage and 2 face down horror. Strength negates, then become dazed. We'll start with Jeffrey here.
1, so I will take 2 horror.
Okay, and 1 damage.
I negated 1, so yeah.
Okay. 2 face down horror.
Okay, I'm completely insane.
Okay.
So y'all got 1 turn to beat it.
Yeah, I don't think we will. CJ? Okay, you have done 2 successes. So what you going to take? The 2 horror or 2 damage? I would take the 2 damage. Alright, 2 face. Well, no, I would take the 2 horror and just. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would make you go insane again, though. Okay, take the 2 damage. And then you're dazed. Okay, and now she will attack me. Okay, I am righteous, so I can convert all that to successes. So I will not take any damage. However, I will still become dazed.
Now, was it y'all had till the end of this one or
This one
next
coming.
turn?
This one coming. Alright. The star spawn moves to the investigator within range. There are no investigators within range. He moves 1 space. Okay, me and CJ, we have to do a horror check. Lore 1. You failed. Alright, flip 2 horror face up.
Minor shock and no effect. And dementia. Discard a clue and then flip that back face down.
Okay. You're already dazed, so you can't become dazed again. I have a lore of 3. I pass. Okay. Okay, CJ. Well, this is a bit. Now, before you do anything, I'm going to try to kill her.
Yeah,
Well, actually,
technically, y'all could ignore the star spawn. All you've got to do is kill her and fix the engine.
okay. Nah, okay. No, I mean, you got the Tommy gun, man. If you can roll good on it. I've been forgetting. Let me see how much health she has left. Okay.
She's got 8 health left.
Okay. Attack her with the Tommy gun. Agility 2. You passed. Alright. So it takes,
Weapon damage.
which is 4. Okay, attack it again. Agility 2. Pass. That's going to be 4.
Equal to weapons damage. Yep, that would kill it.
Okay, she is dead. Dr. Rose Barrett staggers to the floor, all strength gone. All at once, the storm subsides and the black wind disappears, returning the sky to its normal shade of blue. With the ritual stopped, all that is left to do is fix the engines and hope the ship has enough time to pull up. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm only going to have 1 turn, but that's fine. Okay, she's dead. I do gain a clue because she's dead. Okay. And I will move. Let's see. Okay. I will attempt. Alright, the puzzle using strength, so that maybe is helpful.
Got 4. You got 4 moves.
I have 6 actually.
Okay, 6. Yeah, you got 2 clues. Now, I'll say that from...
I have the pocket watch.
Now, I'll say the same from the one I had to do. Rotating them does count as an action.
Right. Well, I don't understand why I just can't go like... Let me see if this will just be this 1 piece. Yeah. Yeah, those 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. They look like they'll fit, right?
Let's see. You wouldn't be able to get them into all in 6 moves, though.
I have 7 moves.
Huh? You have another one?
I have the pocket watch.
Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, you need 8 moves to do that.
Okay.
So you need 2 to get each of them up there, and then 2 more to rotate those 2 across. So that'd be 8 moves.
If I went 1, that would flip. 2, 3.
Well, you have
4,
to move it just by
5.
for moving those bottom ones up.
Yeah.
It'd take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 to rotate this one, and 8 to rotate that one.
So if I, yeah, that's right. Because it does it only 1.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, we're 1 short. Unless we do the puzzle a different way. So that's the only other opportunity we have, is to do the puzzle a different way. If I rotate this, and make this that way, and then switch this out, you're talking about these 2 right here. Switch those out. Huh? Alright, I'll do what you say. That's 1. Okay. 2. Got it. 4 moves, baby.
Yep. I saw another way to do it too, but I didn't want to say anything.
You slide the last piece into place and immediately hear the engine hum as the ship rights itself. With the engines fixed and the ritual stopped, the investigation is complete.
Yep. I had to betray y'all. My insanity.
Yeah, we figured that.
When I tried to steal his Tommy gun from him. Yeah.
We figured that.
Yep.
I'd gone insane too.
You know
What
what
was
the best
your-
part is?
Mine was though.
I could talk that entire time.
Yeah. Mine was you do not win the game as normal. Instead, you win only if the investigation is complete and you are not lost in time and space. And I was not lost in time and space.
Mine is paralyzing fear.
You can't voluntarily move into a space that contains 1 or more monsters. You have won. Okay.
All
I
right.
just acted like I had the one. What was yours?
Let's see this bad boy ending here.
With the storm gone, the stargazer Majestic manages to limp back to Arkham. After you finish providing your statement to the local authorities, Captain Pike approaches you and expresses his gratitude for your efforts in saving the lives of everyone on board.
Except Jeffrey.
You cannot help
Hey,
but
I'm-
feel that you missed
I'm
an
alive, I'm just
opportunity to
insane.
learn more
Now we
about
threw
the
you off.
organization behind William Rushwood's murder. How did they find him? What made them hunt him for years? You spent days reliving the events of that voyage, wondering if you could have done more.
Okay.
I mean, except for those 2 people in the front, the 3 people in the front row, because they fell off the ship.
I know. Let's see. All right. So next one up is from the same expansion. Horrific Journeys. 1050 to Arkham. A simple train ride to Arkham quickly turns perilous when passengers begin to disappear around you. You must solve the mystery of your fellow passengers' final fates before you too are lost forever. An hour and a half to 2 hours and a 4-star difficulty. Okay. So what did you think of that one?
It was fun.
I liked it. I liked the Zeppelin setting.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't really use that too much, I felt like it was still cool. Most of the things.
No, some we've been pretty far off.
I liked it. I don't think the ship part had that much of a play into it. Maybe the train one will be better. But yeah, that's pretty good, Jeffrey. You're trying to waste us. I knew the moment you fucking tried to steal from him, I was like, that's it. This shit's over with now. Yeah. Jeffrey's a rat bastard and he's going to betray us and we're going to lose. And CJ's going to get all upset. And I didn't think we were going to shit for win. But CJ happened to clutch it on his 2 final rolls to kill that bitch.
I saw another way to finish that last puzzle, but I was hoping y'all wouldn't see it, but it was a bit different than the one CJ found, but yeah.
I was like, man, I don't think, especially when this thing spawned up, I didn't think for a second we were going to be able to win.
I was just trying to stall y'all until the ship crashed or something.
But then CJ rode clutch and killed her, which gave me at least 1 shot at the damn puzzle, and I had 7 fucking moves because I had the pocket watch, 2 clues, and it went on strength, which was 4, which was fantastic.
Had the big brain.
And then once we were like, well, you can't do it like that, so we gotta.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Here's the other one.
But you're happy we won, huh, CJ? You thought for sure we were dead, didn't you? Yeah, you did. I could see the look on your face. You were like, ooh, we're gonna lose. We're dead.
Sanity.
You were already starting to get mad.
What? I wasn't talking for the entirety of the
but I can still tell. Okay, well, we hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time. Until then, have fun.